stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Pledge
allegiance
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we have call to order. We have all members present with the exception of Councilor McCleary, who I believe is in class. He may or may not join us, but we can go ahead and get ready to go. The first item on the agenda is consider and take action regarding the Bloomfield Town Charter, Section 906, referendum on the budget. Should the motion be in order, the appropriate motion will be to move that the town council direct the town clerk per Bloomfield Town Charter, Section 906, to set a referendum with the following ballot question. Shall the budget as adopted by the Town of Bloomfield Town Council for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2026, which includes the town operations budget of $59,297,377. Just make sure I'm having the right numbers. The Board of Education operations budget of $54,321,894. And the transfer to the Economic Development Trust from the unassigned fund balance in the amount of $4 million for a total budget of $117,619,271 be approved. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Counselor Lloyd, seconded by Counselor Merritt. Any discussion? Yes, sir. Counselor Merritt, your mic, sir?
I noticed you separated out the 4 million. Is that the same total budget as we passed?
Yes, it's the entire budget, but are you noting the 113? Those are the additions of the two operating budgets, in which was mainly what you saw on the screens throughout the session. Yes, sir. Counselor Mahan?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Sorry I couldn't have joined you guys. I'm still at work, unfortunately. But my question was sort of along the line of Counselor Merritt's question and point. We took a vote last meeting to allocate that $4 million in a separate motion from the budget. How are we, and maybe the town attorney can speak on this if he has the answer tonight. I hope he has the answer tonight. Those answers are important. How do we rectify that? Because that vote seems to have been made incorrectly. If it is part of the budget, it shouldn't have been voted on separately.
It's a budgeted item.
Great, Madam Mayor. We understand it's a budget item, but that doesn't answer my question. My question was about how we took the vote on the separate motion for the $4 million. How do we rectify that?
There's nothing to rectify. We did everything correctly. And the motion on the floor is to set the referendum with the ballot question that is on the floor, actively motioned by Counselor Lloyd, seconded by Counselor Merritt. Are there any more questions pertaining to the motion on the floor?
Yes. How can we say that it was done correctly when the argument was put out that it's separate from the budget, but now it's been changed to be a part of the budget? You guys are confusing. You guys are not only very confusing with this, but
Well, this has been part of the
you're changing the goalpost. If you take a look at the last meeting, even you, Councilor Merritt, said that it's not a part of the budget, but now it is a part of the budget.
It is part. I never said that.
So how do we rectify that vote that we took? If it's part of the budget, why did we do a separate vote?
I'll say it one more time. We did everything correctly. This is a budgeted item. Our job for budget seasons and annual town meetings is to set the mill rate and the tax increase. This item, the $4 million, does not impact your taxes, your tax increase, or your mill rate. That's what we're talking about. And so if you have any further questions,
I do,
there's
Madam
another
Mayor.
item.
Avoiding
Your question has been answered and you're out of order.
Madam
Please
Mayor,
be respectful.
you
Thank
didn't
you very
answer my
much.
question. avoiding the answer isn't going to make it go away.
Counselor Mahan, if you have any further questions, you're welcome to reach out to the town manager and the town attorney. But right now, I just want to repeat the motion that's on the floor, and if we
And
could
wait
stay
another
germane and
4 days for
organized
an
to that.
answer?
It's consider and take action regarding the Bloomfield Town Charter, Section 906 referenda on the budget.
Can we call the question on the?
The question has been called by Counselor Cooper and Counselor Merritt. Did I get that correct?
Yes.
All right, we will proceed with the item on the floor. And India, no worries, I will provide this in writing. I have a couple notes if you didn't catch that whole, those words, and the town clerk, I believe, has that as well. Let's do a roll call. Counselor Oliver. Roll call vote, yay or nay, sir?
Yay. Yes.
Counselor Cooper.
Aye.
Counselor Waterhouse.
Yes.
Counselor Mahan.
Yay.
Counselor Merritt.
Okay.
Counselor Lloyd.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor.
Yes.
The mayor votes aye. Did I miss anybody? The motion passes. Thank you. Moving on to the item discussion and take action to set the fiscal 2026 budget referendum date. The following motion would be in order. To move to set the referendum date for Wednesday, May 28th, 2025, with the time of 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. at all 5 polling locations. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by the deputy mayor,
Second.
seconded by all the everyone on the dais. Discussion. Counselor Mahan.
No, why?
May 28th is absolutely ridiculous. That is way too short a notice. I'm proposing that I want to offer a friendly amendment to push the date out instead of
No.
May 28th to give our residents more time to not only discuss this, think about it, and go into their vote informed instead of rushing into it. I'm proposing that we move this vote to June 11th. If you prefer to do it on a Wednesday, that's fine by me. I'm proposing that we move it to June 11th to give our residents more than enough time to actually digest this information. If you want our residents to give informed contributions, I know I won't go there. I'll leave that one alone. If you want our residents to give informed contributions, you have to give them enough time to digest the information, discuss it with their friends, discuss it with their neighbors, so that they can go in and fully participate. This is another strike against having the vote so soon is another strike against voter participation and their overall ability to be knowledgeable on this issue. So I'm offering that friendly amendment.
Madam.
And of course, everyone's going to follow and say why it should be May 28th, because I mean, it's one voice, one chorus anyway with you folks.
Read the charter. Madam Mayor?
There was a point of order as far as referencing the charter, Counselor Waterhouse. Thank you. Counselor Lloyd, you're recognized.
Thank you. I would say as well, pursuant to the charter, Councilor Mahan, it calls for between 7 and 14 days after the vote that the referendum must happen. And I just did some mental math. Somebody correct me. I believe that's 10 days from today. So we're kind of well within the scope. As far as giving the residents the capacity to digest this information, we've been talking about this budget from its initial proposal, March 11th, I believe was the first date, and all the way up until a week and a half ago. So this has been being talked about for quite a long time, and I think that people have had quite an opportunity to digest it and want to make their opinions known via their vote at referendum. And they're certainly able within this time frame. June 11th, just in case you didn't know, is just a little beyond the threshold of the charter. So I think they have enough time where they can go in, look at the budget as adopted, and kind of get their bearings with it if they don't quite have it pinned down.
Did you have a hand? Oh, I thought I saw a hand.
Call the question.
The question has been called. I'm sorry, did you have a hand? All right. The question has been called.
I have a hand.
The question has been called
You just asked if folks had a hand.
on the dais, but go ahead, sir.
Thank you. So if that's the case, if this is 10 days, I would offer a friendly amendment to to push this out to the 14-day mark to give residents a bit more time.
Counselor, do you accept that friendly amendment?
I do not.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to call the question. We'll do a roll call vote as well. Yay or nays? Just get my pen out. Counselor Oliver,
Aye.
Counselor Cooper,
Aye.
Counselor Waterhouse, Counselor Mahan,
Nay.
Counselor Merritt,
Yes.
Counselor Lloyd,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor.
Yes.
The mayor votes aye. The motion passes. Thank you all for attending during an off day that we had to do the business of the people and adhere to Section 906 of our charter as we are directed. Is there a motion to adjourn?